Well, good evening to you there, Yvonne. Indeed, at the NAV Center of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, in this year's general election is already a beehive of activities as the Commission plans or continues to get itself ready for the, the results that will be beginning to trickle into the Bomas of Kenya. Of course, the IEBC chairman led his team today in addressing a press conference just to brief the country where we are exactly. If I can quickly take you through that, the Commission said that acknowledged that already voting was underway in Eldas constituency in Wajir County, where it was adjourned yesterday, as well as the Dage Primary School polling station in Garsen constituency. The IEBC, in its statement, said that they continued to, they received the Form 34As from the polling station, and as at 2:30 p.m., the transmission, according to the Commission, was at 97.4%, representing 45,000 out of the 46,229 polling stations. Of course, that number by now, Yvonne, will have changed. And of course, that we can't get that from Commissioner Francis Wanderi, who joins me now from the IEBC. Karibu sana, Commissioner. Tell us, where are we now in terms of bringing the Form 34As into the Bomas of Kenya in terms of receiving the 100%?
Thank you very much. The Form 34 is the 97.4% that was said in the afternoon. It is not bringing the form, it is transmitting. And I wanted to distinguish between transmission and bringing the forms. Mm-hmm. So what we are saying is, in our transmission, from the polling stations to the National Tallying Center and to the constituency tallying center, that is the percentage that we had talked about. I have not checked the latest, but the latest I checked was about 98%. 98% had already been transmitted. Mm-hmm. So we are waiting for the transmission from Garissa, where there was a problem, mm-hmm. and the other polling station. Mm-hmm. So we will be probably getting to 100% mm-hmm. when those ones are transmitted.
Where are we in terms of, there were Forms 34Bs that were uploaded into the result systems from particular constituencies, for example, Rukwaro polling station in Migori County, as well as Ainab Koi, where the Commission said it wrongly uploaded the Forms 34Bs into the system. Where are we in terms of rectifying that abnormally?
No, the first one you have mentioned, Rakwara mm-hmm. polling station, it is not Form 34B that was uploaded. Mm-hmm. It was Form 35A, mm-hmm. which is not for the presidential. Mm-hmm. So the presiding officer made a mistake. Instead of transmitting the Form 34A, he transmitted Form 35B. Mm-hmm. I think this is for a member of County Assembly. Mm-hmm. So that was a mistake. And what happens, once you transmit, the kit locks itself. You cannot be able to transmit again. Mm-hmm. So he did not transmit from 34A. Mm-hmm. That was a mistake. And as the chairman explained, we shall bring that to the attention of the political parties, and we will discuss, and we will see, so that you can upload the correct form. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, the other one, mm-hmm. it is true, it was also somebody who uploaded the wrong form. At the polling station, you do not have Form 34B. Mm-hmm. They are at the constituency. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that one, I haven't gotten the details of what happened, but I know there are a case, I think, whereby the presiding officer did stamp a form, like it was stray ballot, mm-hmm. instead of stamping the IEBC stamp mm-hmm. to the form.
And so maybe if we could turn to what now we call bringing Form 34 from the constituency? Because we understand that until the constituency returning officer declares the parliamentary seats, he begins now what we'll call, quote unquote, the journey to the Bomas of Kenya. Yeah. What is the percentage of declarations that you've already received at the commission in terms of, have we started seeing ROs, the returning officers, getting into the Bomas of Kenya?
As we are talking at this moment, so far, no returning officer has come to Bomas. And let me explain what has happened. Once Form 34A are transmitted from the polling station, the presiding officers within that particular constituency, assume it has 100 polling stations, will all converge at the constituency tallying center. When they converge at the constituency tallying center, they will now deliver Form 34A to the constituency returning officer, and the RO will now enter the results from Form 34A to what is called Form 34B, and enter the results for each candidate from every polling station. Once that is done, the returning officer will also take an image of that form and transmit to the National Tallying Center. After he or she has done that, he will also be required to collect all the results from that constituency for the position of MCA and the Member of Parliament. And once he does that, he will announce the results of those two positions at the constituency tallying center. From there, he will also be required to tell the results of the Senate, Governor, and the Women Rep. Once he has done that, he will deliver the results of the three county positions to the constituency county returning officer. And that one now will collect all the forms from the county for those three positions and they declare the results at that particular point. At the same time, after doing that, you will also be required to deliver personally to the national returning officer, who is the chairman of IEBC, the Form 34B with the attachment of all Form 34A from that particular constituency. And when he delivers them here, we have set up a quality control system where we have the agents of the four presidential candidates, our staff who will be looking at the form that have been brought, plus the returning officer herself or himself. On that desk, they will go through all the Form 34As from all the polling stations for that particular constituency and check whether they have all been correctly tallied, to check whether they are all the correct forms so that we are sure no other form has come or has been introduced using the security system that we have put in these forms. To check whether that's basically what they will be checking, and whether the form has been stamped as required. Once they have done that and they have checked and confirmed everything is correct, then the constituency returning officer will deliver to the national returning officer the form to hand over, and they will sign handover and takeover form, so that now at that particular point the national returning officer will announce the results of the presidential candidate from that constituency. Well, so far, we have not received any because the work at the constituency is still going on. And I want to clarify to the people viewing that what we are seeing from the media stations is what the media, the television station and the media houses have downloaded from the public portal, because they have been given a link. They have downloaded, and it is now their duty to tally whatever they have downloaded from the portal, and that is the result that they are showing in their stations.
Well, Commissioner, before I let you go, a lot of Kenyans are asking when the tallying begins at the Bomas of Kenya, the presidential tally, how long should they wait before that final declaration happens?
Okay. I want them to understand that we will wait for the 290 constituencies to deliver the original from that 4A, and they will wait for us to check, verify all the details filled there. So I'm expecting that because we have not received any as of now, and this is why you have not announced any results from the Bomas of Kenya, we will expect it to take a little while. I do not want to say the time, but as long as it will take, we shall do it. But we hope from tonight, we should start receiving some of the constituency form results, and then we shall announce as they come. We shall be announcing as they come. We shall be announcing as they come.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's IEBC Commissioner Francis Wanderi just taking us through what we expect from now going on. You've heard it will be a long wait, but at least how fast will the 290 constituencies be making their way here in terms of delivering all the required materials that will certify the declaration of each particular constituency? And so we continue to keep an eye here at the Bomas of Kenya and see what will be transpiring from this point. Of course, it will be a beehive of activities in